Hi, this is tkviper, and today we're going to unbox the new iPhone 5s. It comes in a really beautiful box. On the front and back we can see the Apple logos, and on the sides we see the iPhone 5s labels. And on the top we have a picture of the space gray iPhone 5s with iOS 7 running. On the back it indicates it's a 64GB version packaged for the Japanese market. Not wanting to wait 2 or 3 weeks for the gold or silver one, I decided to just go for the 64GB Space Gray Edition. It looks very nice with iOS 7 running. You can see a picture here. The icons are flatter. It's a more modern design, and I personally dig it. Popping off the top, we are greeted with the iPhone 5s. As you can see, it's a bit dirty with a bunch of fingerprint smudges. I activated this phone with SoftBank. They had to open it and set up my email and everything, so it's already open. Let's put the phone aside and check out what else is in the box. We have a cradle that holds the iPhone in place. Set this aside, and underneath that we have the package with all the information you need. This time they've gone really minimal with only 3 pieces of paper. The first thing you see when you open this up is the pin for ejecting the nano SIM card. And then inside this envelope we have a card that shows you all the buttons, where they are, and also numbers to call or support websites on the back of this piece. And behind that we have the warranty information. Again, a one-page thing, very minimal. And lastly we have the Apple stickers, and they're much bigger this time. And that's it. Let's put this away back inside the package and move on to the accessories. Inside the box, the first accessory you'll find is the USB to Lightning cable, wrapped up very nicely here. This is for charging your iPhone and also for syncing with iTunes. The next thing is the wall charger, this block-like object with 2 prongs, which will work in Japan and also in the US. The USB cable goes in here. And even this little guy is wrapped inside a piece of plastic film. A very nice touch. And finally we have the earpods, which came out with the iPhone 5 last year. They work great for most people, especially for me. When I shake my head, they don't come off. And I really like the sound of it. It comes with a really nice case. I have 3 pairs now. I bought 2 for the iPads and now this one. If you buy them separately, they cost $30. And that's it for the package itself. Let's close this up and check out the iPhone 5s. So we're going to remove the screen cover for the front and the one on the back. So now the device looks very shiny and beautiful. This is the Space Gray Edition, a new color. The logo is very shiny. And here we have the much improved iSight camera. With a bigger aperture, you can tell the hole there is much bigger. And the dual light flash. Warm color on the bottom and a colder color on the top. It just says iPhone here. And we can see the nice dual tone, black and space gray. On the bottom we have the speaker grills, lightning port, and the headphone jack. On this side we have the nano SIM slot. And on the top we have the power button, or the sleep and wake button. Everything is made of aluminum. Looks very premium. On this side we have the mute switch and the volume buttons that are separated this time, just like the iPhone 5, which makes it look more premium and a lot classier. And here we have the new Touch ID sensor, which is basically a fingerprint scanner. There's a ring around it that detects the touch of your finger, and it'll scan it within half a second. Very quick. Let's give it a go. You can also enter the passcode if you do not wish to use this feature. But if you do, just place your thumb there very lightly. Do not push down. And there you go. One more time. Wake it up. Touch. Boom. Within half a second, you're in. And as expected with the latest iPhone, the UI is very smooth, very snappy. It's definitely one of the fastest phones out there. Now let's compare this to the iPhone 5C, and as you can see, it's a bit shorter, thinner, and weighs about 20 grams less. And the back is of course made of aluminum instead of polycarbonate, which makes it look classier. And another big difference is the camera lens itself. You can see it's much bigger on the 5S with a bigger opening, bigger aperture, so more light will go in. And also we have dual flashlights that will give you a more natural tone when you're taking pictures with the flash on. And overall, there is a lot of improvements inside the camera. Another difference is the home button. Of course, the iPhone 5C does not come with the Touch ID sensor. And also, the volume buttons are different. The ones on the iPhone 5C are long, similar to the iPad minis. And the one on the iPhone 5S, we have circular buttons that look more premium and nicer in my opinion. In the bottom here, we have very different designs in the speaker grills, and also the lightning port and headphone jacks have metal rings in them, so they look much more premium. And now we're going to unbox a case for the iPhone 5S. This is made for an iPhone 5, but it'll work for the iPhone 5S as well. It's about $35 in USD. It is the anti-scratch, anti-shock Spigen SGP Neo Hybrid XE case that comes with a screen protector and some jelly bean button covers for the home button. Measuring at 9.5 millimeters in depth, this is one of the slimmest cases for the iPhone 5S. It's not going to add much bulk or weight to the device. And now let's remove the seals. There are 3 of them on 3 sides, and they take some time to take off, especially these on the sides. So I'm just going to fast forward this video so we can get to the main point. And this should do it. Now we're just going to pop off the top and check out the case. It's basically 2 bands that go around the iPhone 5. The one on the inside is made of silicone, so it's very soft and will protect the phone from drops. The one on the outside is made from a harder polycarbonate material, so it looks more premium and feels nice in the hand. It's very detailed. You can see the covers for the speaker grills and also cutouts for the headphone jack and the lightning port. On top we have a power button, and on the sides we have the volume buttons and a cutout for the mute switch. What I like about this 2-band system is that you can always buy other outer bands to decorate the phone. I like the red and black combination, so this is what I got. And this also makes the phone look more premium, because rubber itself doesn't look so good. I'm going to set this down for a while and go through the package. So here's the cradle for the bumpers, and inside this cardboard folder you'll find everything that comes with this package. The first thing is the back protection film. It is divided into 3 pieces. One that goes around the camera, one that goes below the space gray area, and finally the big one for the main panel. These films here are thicker than normal screen covers, so they're going to protect your phone from getting scratches from coins, keys, or whatever is in your pocket or purse. Now let's look at this diagram. It shows you how to set up everything. We have the 2 bumpers, and then a screen protector, and a back protector film, and jelly bean button covers, and a small cleaning cloth. And this is how the system works. Here's the microfiber cleaning cloth, and the jelly bean button covers for your home button. I can't use these because I need access to the fingerprint sensor. These are for iPhone 5 or 5C users. And the last thing is the screen protector. It is the glossy type, which I don't like because it attracts fingerprint smudges like crazy. So most likely I'll replace it with something non-glossy or something more fingerprint resistant. But you can see the detail in this cutout. The home button fits perfectly behind that circle cutout. So this film should protect the front of the iPhone 5S better than films with bigger cutouts. The package also includes a pamphlet that shows you all the products that this company makes. I think everything is made in Germany or designed in Germany, so definitely very high quality products. Finally, let's put on the case and see how it looks. We'll begin by wrapping this silicone band around the 5S, and this should be pretty easy because it is elastic and a bit of a loose fit. You'll still have access to all your ports, buttons, switches, and everything. And to secure this, we just put the polycarbonate band around the silicone band. It's much tighter, so it's going to take some effort and time to put this on. So basically, try to align everything, the buttons, and align all sides except for one last corner. And now use some raw strength and just force the last corner to go over the silicone band. And there we have it. Very sleek, very slim. In this case, will definitely show off your iPhone 5S because the back and the front are fully open. And with the films included, you're going to protect both the front and back. Just don't drop it on a sharp piece of rock. So everything is accessible, all the buttons, the switch. You can still turn it on and off with your nail. Power button. On this side we have the logo, Spigen, and the speaker grills go on very nicely. The only problem is that the lightning port cutout is not big enough to use the digital AV adapter, so that's the bad point. Another good part about this case is that the silicone band kind of sticks out a little bit, so even if you drop it on a flat surface or kind of slide your phone across the surface, it's not going to have direct contact with the screen or the back. So just don't drop this on a sharp corner or a sharp piece of rock, and you'll be fine. It should protect it from normal usage. I've dropped it a few times, and no problem so far. So very great phone, a very nice case. And that concludes this video. Thanks for tuning in. Please rate, subscribe, comment, and share this video. And visit my website at tkviper.com. I will catch you guys next time.